my systems were right on this strategy. It's my after-hours trading system. Yesterday, how I was wrong was I made the statement that this, a lot of times a breakaway gap can serve as support, but it came all the way back to that point, and so sometimes it does that too. It comes back and fills that gap. So sometimes these breakaway gaps, I mean, it's an intraday gap, so it's not necessarily um, like a daily chart gap, but they can either serve as a support or in the uptrend, or the market will come back and fill those gaps. This hadn't completely backfilled that, and then it will rally. So it's possible this market could now rally now that it's backfilled it, but I thought this market would continue higher through today, and I was wrong, but my system was right. And so a lot of times when you have a thought that, oh, the market's going to go higher and your system goes short, sometimes it's hard to follow your system. But the system was right, and the system is right more than I am. So hit its profit target, and that's why we have our systems. Let's take a look at the latest performance for this. Equity peak on this trade. It had this pullback here. We told you when there was, we warned you, or notified you, not warned you, but notified you that it was a good time to start trading this back when it was in this drawdown. And it was a good call because it's made a new equity peak. So after hours crude oil trading system on the website algorithmictradingsystems.com in the members area. If you purchase that, you can get this strategy. Has worked well in the past year and a half. When I first started trading, I had some of my best successes using only a year and a half of data. I think that, sometimes we tend to look back too far because the markets are always changing, and we have to adapt to what's going on maybe in the past year and a half, and then ride that forward as long as possible, and then adapt as the market changes. So don't be too hesitant to trade a system that has only worked for a year and a half, because sometimes that can be the new normal. And our crude oil inventories, we sent an email about it. The report was actually on Thursday, yesterday, and it did hit its profit target. So again, that's another. We modified that on Wednesday. If you look at Wednesday's video on YouTube or on our website, you can see that we added Thursday to the mix, and so you can also trade the strategy if it happens on Wednesday or Thursday, because sometimes you catch Thursday trades that are not related to inventory reports. That tends to work well. And there's the equity curve for the past year and a half. And so, like I said, this could be the new normal. And since it has such a small drawdown, you can treat it like a trailing stop and trade it until we have to adapt again. So these are the strategies that I recommend in crude oil, as well as some of my other strategies that I've mentioned before.